Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session. Good morning. Welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, February the 4th. My friend is over there, Andrew Grabau. Andy, yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm not allowed to call him Andy. Andrew Grabau, Heart of Missouri United Way. It's a pleasure to have you, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
It's February already.
Oh, it's crazy.
So, how did things go?
Yes. So I really appreciate the opportunity to come on and to speak a little bit, because the month of February for the Heart of Missouri United Way is a month of thanks. We work really hard year-round to thank donors, thank stakeholders, thank the community. But in February, we really want to take the time to step back and to say, thank you for what you have done and what you've done with United Way, and to share a little bit about what we were able to accomplish in 2020.
So, go ahead and tell us, what were some of the things that you were able to accomplish? It was good for you, right?
2020 was, for our Heart of Missouri United Way, because of our adaptability and because of our work in the community before the pandemic, United Way was ready to spring into action when the pandemic hit. And through the generosity of our donors, we were able to make a little over $350,000 in emergency grants specifically tailored to COVID-related emergencies.
And that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. And we know that because of that generosity, over 40,000 individuals in our community received emergency help. That's everything from rental support to assistance with meals to help with utilities. So because of the generosity of our community, and the generosity of our community allowed us to do this, Paul, but there is an undercurrent, there is a theme to how we work in our community, and that is we are united. Our community is united, and we saw it through the generosity of our donors and the hard work that our volunteers did during 2020.
Yeah. We were talking about this with the Salvation Army also. The fact that the people of Central Missouri really have a massive heart really will open up when you ask for assistance. Most of the people in this area are willing to give as much as they possibly can.
That's right. We saw that not only through COVID, through our emergency fund, but we also saw that through just general giving. So because of the generosity of our community, United Way was able to extend 3-year grants that speak to our health and basic needs impact goals. So making sure that we help to address diabetes, provide mental health care, make sure that we can address our homeless neighbors. Those grants, because of the generosity of our community, United Way was able to increase the amount to $1 million per year for the next 3 years, which is a significant increase compared to what we've been able to do in the past.
To $1 million a year for the next 3 years.
Yes, just with our health grants. Because of our community, we were able to do that. Now, United Way invests over $2 million total every year because of the generosity of our community. I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers out, so your listeners are probably driving or doing other things, but I want to make this clear. 97% of all of United Way's revenue comes from the community. 97%. So, 97% of all of our revenue comes from
locally.
Locally
here.
Comes from donations from individuals, companies, locally. So we take those dollars, we turn around, and we reinvest them. So when we talk about a $2 million investment, that is just not possible without the generosity of our community.
Now, you're helping local organizations, too.
That's correct.
How many?
So we are providing over 45 grants to it's around 35 nonprofit organizations here in town.
Yeah. Are you doing something on equality during the month of February?
Yeah, thank you for saying that. So,
but the reason I bring this up, because we touched on it
we did.
earlier with the League of Women Voters.
Yep.
And I wanted you to tell us more about it.
I appreciate that so much because I think this is a really important thing for your listeners and for our community to hear. We are a generous community, but another part of our community that's so special is that we challenge ourselves to learn more. We challenge ourselves to continuously improve and to get, even better at what we do. And so United Way in 2020 created an equity challenge, which was a 7-week email course that really highlighted the racial disparities in our community and took a local approach to the inequities that exist in our community. And not only did it provide a base for our community to better understand that over 40% of our African American kids live in poverty, for example.
Okay, give me that again.
Yeah. 40% of our African American kids in Columbia Public Schools, in our community, not just CPS, in our community, live in poverty.
40%?
Yes, that's right. So when we talk about equity, when we talk about racial disparities, when we talk about how are we going to solve problems in our community, the best way to do that is to understand the issue in front of you. So when you look at these issues and you say, we want to make sure that every single kid has an opportunity to thrive in our community. Well, let's look at the numbers and let's see how we address it. So with 40% of our African American kids living in poverty, then how are we going to make sure that as a community, we provide opportunities for them, for their families, for our schools, for our businesses, for everyone, so that we can lend a hand and we can all work together. And when we understand that local data and those local numbers, we row together in the same direction, and the impact of that unity is
Were
phenomenal.
you surprised that it was as high as 40%?
One child living in poverty is too high.
Okay.
Having a disproportionate number in our African American community, yes, that is very upsetting because we have the resources in our community to help everyone, to create opportunities for everyone. And our quest for equity in our community should continue in any way possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
If people want to help out, obviously they can go to the website, right?
Yes. So,
Anything else you want to add
well,
there?
I just want to say, I know our time is running really short, but let me just say really fast that we did a lot in 2020. 2021 is going to be even a bigger year. This is our 75th anniversary. The thing that I want, and I'll come on later and talk more about it, but 2021 is a year of unity. We are going to be a united community in making sure that everyone has an opportunity.
I hope so, and I like the way you phrased that. We're going to be a united community. Hopefully we'll be a united country also.
Yes.
For more information, it's www.uwheartmo.org. Heart of Missouri United Way, correct?
Correct.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you listening and watching. If there's something you'd like to hear or see, I'd appreciate it. Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.